Hi guys, welcome to nomadergarage.
In this episode, we're going to be finishing up the rear tub on the Bronco by installing the rear floor, the filler tube, 4 little teeny pieces in the corner, and the tailgate.
Let's go.
So are you guys actually doing any work this week on this? Are you helping me out at all? I got to attach the rocker to the pillar here, and this part was pretty easy. 2 tapping screws and it sucked right up. Got this side welded up. It looks pretty rough at this point.
Looks a little better after knocking it down.
What do you think of that?
It looks like Dr. Frankenstein stitched that one together.
You didn't even look at it.
I've seen your work, Dad. Can I go now?
No, you're still in lockdown. You can see on this side, hey, get down. I got extra metal here. It's just too much to, stop it, wrap around the corner. So what I gotta do is, relief cut, something like, take out the metal in here. So we should be able to just push this back, close up this gap here, and it should fit pretty close to this piece coming down. There it is in all of its pre-knockdown glory. Ooh. Finally got it to a point where I think I can live with that. All right, what do you think of this side?
That looks really, really good, Dad. You knocked down out of the park. Can I go now?
You suck up, get out of here.
What about me?
Got both sides covered with primer. Got the fuel filler tube installed. I measured off the old box where to cut this hole for the fuel filler, hoping that it would fit, and thankfully it did. Getting ready to spray the bottom of the Bronco floor. I'm going to start with this 2K epoxy primer. It's a 2-part system. Take this little red cap, stick it in the bottom like so, then jam it on the floor. And there's 2 parts in here. There's 2 parts to this. Once you jam that, the parts combine and they mix, and then you have a certain pot life to do what you need to do. I got 2 coats of urethane on the bottom of the floor, and it turned out pretty good. I ran into this picture a few days ago. This is the first car I think I painted, a 73 Gran Torino. And what I did was I borrowed a compressor and a gun for the next door neighbor. He's kind enough to borrow that to me. Got some paint mixed up down at the local paint store and let her fly. What I did was I let the grass in the front yard grow real long. And then I waited for a calm day and I went out and shot it on the grass. And then when it was done, jammed it in the garage, let it cure up in the garage, and then went out and mowed the grass. So by the time my dad got home, all the overspray was gone. And there it is. So that was probably about 42 years ago. Have I learned anything since then? Yeah, maybe a little bit. So the important thing is You just got to keep trying. Figure out if something doesn't go right, what do you need to do to correct it, and then just keep trying.
So if you're wondering why did I paint this floor before I installed it, this is why. All this stuff that I don't have to try to paint around to get it painted. I'll have to clean up these welds and spray over them, but it's a lot easier to do that than to try to spray it over all this other stuff.
I got the floor burned in here. I'm going to work on these 4 corner pieces. There and there. Now, one thing I've noticed so far, the lip on these corner pieces is shallower than the original. And these look like they were plug welded in, so it'll be interesting. I'm welding in these corner pieces, and this has a little bit of a gap. I can live with that, put some seam sealer in there, and it should be fine. The gap on the other side is pretty big. So what I did was I split it right there, weld here and one there, and then I'm gonna take a little piece of metal here, just weld that right in the corner. I think we got it to a point where we can live with it. Put some seam sealer in there. It's very close to the other side. So I got the 4 corner pieces put in place. The rear ones went in pretty well. This front corner one also went in pretty well. This other one here needed a little manipulation. I had to bring in this edge a little bit and this edge a little bit, and then actually lengthen a little bit, which seems odd since the other 3 fit pretty good. But I figured if there was something that was going to need to be manipulated, it'd be these 4 smaller pieces. So as long as I got the big pieces in there right, I can tweak these little guys to fit. When you look at the underside of these corner pieces, you can see that I punched holes in the edges and welded them in place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, concludes the welding portion of this episode. You're welcome. We got the tailgate today. It's in a box. Haven't opened it yet. Want to see what it looks like. See if there's any damage. We've been lucky lately. Hopefully the luck continues. What do you think, Nick?
I like it.
It's nothing to like. It's the box.
What do you want me to say?
What do you think the chances are that it's damaged?
It could be damaged.
It could be. What do you think it's more than likely, or do you think it's...
Maybe there's a possibility. I don't know for sure.
Okay, all right.
You might have to check up.
So you just, what you're saying is just open the thing.
Just check the box.
Open it and shut up. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Maybe not the shut up part. What do you think? Skippy, what do you think? Huh? She's very intrigued by the box. You both are. Oh, look out.
Oh, fragile. Looks very down. Fast to force the thing. Alright, looks good. Next version of the whoopee cushion. Go ahead, Nick.
rust-free tailgate. Costs about $500 with just this, no mechanisms. If you want everything fully loaded, it's about $1,000. So I went with this option, and I figured the other parts I can recondition and reuse again. They weren't in that bad of a shape. So I need to drill some holes for the tire carrier, and I did buy a new light for it. The other one was busted, no good, rusted. So we'll install that, and then the latching mechanism and tailgate will be good to go.
Hey, thanks for joining us on No Matter Garage. What's up next for the Bronco? We have to work on the top. We'll do that when the weather improves. You'll see it here on No Matter Garage.
You guys want a snack? You want some bacon? Bacon? Huh? Yeah?
You gotta sit. Sit down. Okay, good dogs. Stay. Give you bacon.